is outlined even by Kadyrov himself.
This is a change in the Sufi movement in Chechnya. The Muslims in this part of the world have a long history of warfare against Russia. And they have history written in blood that they treasure. Yes, Imam Shamil of Dagestan is a hero. He's a hero. And when the Russians captured him and they brought him to Moscow, and he lived the rest of his life in Russia, and then this Sufi religious leader and military leader got to look at the Russian way of life intimately. He changed. He changed. Oh, time up. Okay.
Šta, treba vam...
Treba napred da se traži dozvola.
Šta, snimanje? Okay. That's hilarious.
Oh, he doesn't want that.
He doesn't want video.
It's
That's
fine.
hilarious.
Okay. Imam Shamil
okay.
changed. And he began to admire the Russian way of life before he died.
I'll be back in a second.
So the same thing happened with the Chechenian leadership. All right? So in the Balkans, don't consider this to be a hopeless situation. Yes, the Sufis are in, they call it Bateshki.
Yes,
Bakashti,
yeah,
is
but
I can't remember the name.
Yes.
The Sufi movement.
yes.
In other parts of the world,
Naqshbandi?
the Naqshbandi, the Hanafi, the Naqshbandi, the Qadri, the Shazali, the Sohrawardi, and so on in other parts of the world. But in the Balkan, I think they call it the Bateshki. So the Sufi movements in the Balkans have the capacity to outmaneuver the Salafi warriors. Yes.
Unfortunately, we were disrupted by the hotel staff, but I'm going to continue now with audio only. The point is, it's interesting that you mentioned the Chechen solution, because it was one of the questions that I had coming up in my line of questions as a potential solution for the Balkans. So you think that applying some of the, let's say, intellectual and so on stories that that were used for solutions in raising the awareness within the Muslim population of Chechnya can be also applied basically to the Balkans to raise them to the same spiritual, let's say, level.
The Sufi is closer to the heart of Islam than the Salafi. The Sufi is closer to the heart of Islam. So there's a hope.
There's potential, yeah.
That the Sufis in this region would outmaneuver the Salafis.
Speaking of the Sufis, the Albanians recently want to make a Vatican of Islam in Albania or something like that, from what I understood. I don't know any details. Are these the Sufis?
There is an attempt now being made to hijack the Sufis and get the Sufis to become Uncle Sam's shoeshine boys. But because the Sufi movement is closer to the heart of Islam, we always have the possibility that we can produce Sufi leaders who will have the capacity to resist that corruption. Yeah. Don't give up on the Sufis.
A few quick questions. What do you make of your visit to Srebrenica? And I have to commend the fact that you were saying that it was a massacre in your video and not a genocide, so as not to whitewash the actual genocide that is happening.
That's old news. I've been saying this for...
Yes, I know, but I'm just saying, like in the video that I watched today, like you also said it again.
That's old news. I've been saying it for more than 10, 15 years now. Srebrenica was a massacre. But if you use the word genocide, then you're setting the stage for eternal hatred between the two people, because you're blaming an entire nation. You're blaming an entire nation. But if you refrain from saying genocide, then you still keep the door open for reconciliation. And every Christian I have met in Belgrade has condemned Srebrenica,
And for a final question, you met Lavrov recently, if I'm not mistaken.
I was in Moscow last year, attending the multipolarity conference, and after the conference, though, I was invited to join a small group for dinner with him. He spent 2 hours with us.
Yes.
And all the talk was on politics and economics, and when I got a chance to talk, I asked whether I could speak on the Quran in Russia. And when I was finished, he said, "Can you write on the subject?" And I spent 5 months to write the Quran and Russia's destiny. So we sent the book to him, and Professor Alexander Dugin, he wrote the foreword to the book.
Yes, yes.
And we have broken new ground in explaining the Quran in that book. New ground,
Yes.
Never before has the Quran been explained this way.
And did you mention the Mahdi when you were with Lavrov? Was this at all kind of the topic that you were like, and the times we were living in and the signs and so on? Was that at all discussed, or was it more, how should I say, topical?
I only focused on the mountaintops. And the Mahdi is not on the mountaintop.
Yes. Understood. All right. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Excellent.